Hello, so we are back solving CS50's Introduction to Programming with Python. We were at problem set number 2, and for today, we have just setting up my Twitter, and this was the first tweet that was ever sent out. So the problem states that when texting or tweeting, it's not uncommon to shorten words to save time or space by omitting vowels such as like Twitter. It was originally called Twitter without vowels in a file called twttr. Implement a program that prompts users for a string of text, then outputs the same text but with all vowels omitted, meaning that we need to take an input from the user, like us. We will type on anything, any word that we need to print that out, but without any vowels, where they're inputted in lowercase or uppercase. So it's not that difficult, I think. So let's start. Make directory dir cd twitter make no code twitter.py. So let me just remember this. So input anything. Uh, so text one. This text is okay. Is equals to input. What did the code say? Okay, it's just asking for input in the placeholder. So we can just write input at space. Now we have the input. Now we need to remove the vowels. Let me just make an empty variable. And now we can take the input and start working on removing the vowels. So for vowels in text, if letter. So we can make this all lowercase, so it just makes it easier to work because Python is case sensitive, it matters if it's uppercase or lowercase. So let's just make it lowercase. If letter dot lower meaning no sorry your vowels in make this lower. So if vowels dot lower meaning if the vowels are lower and they are not in so what were the vowels? They were A, E, I, O, U, I think. Yeah. A, E, I, O, U. Yep. So we remove the vowels. Now the empty variable, we set this as result, so it saves everything. Then we can use plus and equals to, meaning we can add this directly with vowels. So the results are saved inside. Then we can print this. Okay, print output and then result, and I think it should work. To input, I can select and it removes the vowels as you can see. Let me try one more example. Let me try YouTube, and it removes all of the vowels. Let me try Twitter now. Yep. So yes, that was really easy. That was a really easy problem. Just need to let me go through my code again to explain it. Uh, we take the input and we save it inside the text variable. We create another empty variable to add the result later. So we implement a for loop. So for vowels inside our text variable, and if vowels, we made this all lowercase, so it just makes it easier to work with. So if vowels, meaning each of these, meaning every single character inside this, is not in A, E, I, O, U consonants, any other words except the vowels. This makes sure that result plus is equals to vowels, meaning it adds the input from the user but without vowels. And then we just print out our result variable. So just this LiDAR sensor, I don't know. So yeah, you see it removes all of the vowels.